Morning, everybody. Thank you so much for joining me here at our San Diego Convention Center. It's that time of year, everybody. We're here to kick off San Diego Comic-Con International. That's worthy of applause. Yeah, we're excited. This signature San Diego event returns for its 54th year today, and myself and our city's first dog, Diego, is here. He's happy to join in the fun and keep this annual tradition going. As you can see, for the uninitiated, Diego is dressed as Mario from Super Mario Brothers. One of our biggest hit films this year in 2023. And I'm pleased that to be joined also by a couple other VIPs this morning, particularly our State Assembly member, Tasha Berner, is here. Our City Council member, Stephen Whitburn, is here. Both of them represent the area where Comic-Con will be taking place this weekend. I also want to thank many of our important city partners in this special event that you'll be hearing from in a moment. San Diego Convention Center President and CEO, Rip Ripito, who is always a fan favorite in that blazer. Looking good, Rip. Our Chief Communications and Strategy Officer at Comic-Con, David Glanzer, is here. David, thank you, sir. I know you have a busy weekend. Thanks for giving us a few minutes of your time. And I want to acknowledge the public safety departments, which will be making sure that this big event is a safe one for everyone to attend. And that, of course, starts with our San Diego Police Chief, David Nisleit, who is here, as well as our Assistant Fire Chiefs, John Wood and David Gerboth, who are both here. Gentlemen, thank you so much for coming today. Over the years, Comic-Con has become synonymous with San Diego, and it's impossible to overstate the huge economic impact it has on our city. It boosts tourism, it creates jobs, and it helps support local businesses. This convention attracts tens of thousands of attendees from around the world, filling area hotels and restaurants and other shops and stores. Now just look around you. Look around at this dynamic space that you see. Wraps around these beautiful buildings, pop-up events in the streets, all around downtown. People and dogs coming in costume out to support local businesses and restaurants. This influx of visitors creates revenue for the city that I know Councilmember Whitburn and I are delighted to have to do some of my favorite things, specifically repairing our streets, housing our homeless, and keeping San Diegans safe. This is truly a fun, exciting, and iconic event, and I could not be more proud that this international phenomenon is a homegrown San Diego tradition right here from our city. Now, Comic-Con and big events like it require a huge workforce to handle the logistics, the security, the hospitality, the transportation, and the event management. In fact, I want you to know that there are 13 different unions represented inside and outside of our San Diego Convention Center who work together to make Comic-Con a success. It is in that vein I want to make a mention of the fact that we want to acknowledge the writers and the actors who are currently on strike fighting for better pay and for better benefits. I think the entire city of San Diego joins me in saying that we hope for a quick and beneficial resolution for everybody. But at the end of the day, these events don't happen without workers. Workers are the events that make way that this gets done. And so I hope those workers will be rewarded for their hard work very, very soon. Our strong labor partners create high-quality, high-paying jobs to help make our city better for all of us. And they help make events like Comic-Con possible. Why am I tongue-tied this morning? I'm just so excited to be here. It was mostly putting the costume on Diego. That was the thing. Listen, in a moment, you're going to hear about the influence of Comic-Con and how it extends well beyond this expanse of our convention center. For me, though, and beyond the revenue that it helps to create, to help fix roads and provide other critical city services, when I think about Comic-Con and how it's shaped San Diego, I think about an event that shines a bright spotlight on us every single year. Comic-Con has truly positioned San Diego as an arts, entertainment, and innovation hub. And I'm so grateful and thankful for its help in building and sustaining that brand and that identity for this great city that we all enjoy living in. I look forward to next year's big 55th anniversary Comic-Con and to many more years of welcoming this incredible event to our great city. With those comments, it's my pleasure to introduce a superhero, actually a heroine, in her own right up in the state capitol. She fights on our behalf every single day in Sacramento. Please welcome to the podium California State Assembly member Tasha Berner. Tasha?
Thank you, Mayor Gloria, for that introduction. I'm thrilled to be with you here today, and I'm thrilled that Comic-Con is actually older than I am, so that's fantastic. I'm a fourth-generation San Diegan resident, and it's my honor to represent the 77th Assembly District, which goes all the way up from Carlsbad, all the way over to Coronado, including downtown. And I'm also the former chair of the Arts and Entertainment Committee. And when I became Arts and Entertainment Chair, I was so thrilled because I know how much the arts and pop culture arts like Comic-Con contribute to our communities, especially coming out of COVID. We know a lot of people struggled, and to see all these people milling around, lining up, this is not only thriving pop culture and arts, and we're celebrating that and the entire culture around it, but it's growing our economy in the millions and billions over the last 53 years. And so whether you're a presenter, an vendor, a participant, or a spectator, Comic-Con is a San Diego institution. It's a signature opportunity for fans of all ages to come together and appreciate our beloved comics, the tradition of fun and adventure, the costumes, the ongoing contributions to culture that have grown out of literature, films, and other arts forms that they inspire. It brings tens of thousands of people together from all over the world, and global media is shining a bright spotlight on San Diego. And we all, who are local, know San Diego is fantastic, and the rest of the world, once a year, gets to see all the things that make San Diego great. And we're very thankful for that. I want to encourage everybody to shop local, take in the sights throughout the county, and enjoy our beautiful San Diego responsibly. It's difficult to imagine a better place in San Diego to celebrate your favorite fandom. Since the 70s, the events has grown to include satellite locations, including local hotels, outdoor spaces, and provides the full convention experience. With the comic scene continually growing an audience of all ages, from creators to authors to artists to industry professionals, one thing always remains true. Art is a vital form of our society, and Comic-Con and the amazing fans will keep this enthusiastic celebration moving forward for many years to come. So thank you for inviting me. Thank you for being here in San Diego. And with that, I now have the pleasure to introduce one of my favorite council members, because I actually have a lot of them, Stephen Whitburn. Please.
Thank you very much, Assembly Member. Good morning, everybody. Thank you all for being here this morning, and thank you, Assembly Member, for everything that you are doing in Sacramento to support our great city of San Diego. I also want to echo the mayor's comments supporting the writers and actors who are on strike and hoping for a fair resolution. Comic-Con has always been a place where people who create and bring to life some of our favorite comic characters are recognized for their work, and that is much of what happens here at Comic-Con. This convention shines a positive spotlight on the city of San Diego. Comic-Con not only fills our convention center, but it transforms downtown San Diego into a super celebration all its own. Adding to the atmosphere this year, everybody can stroll down the new Fifth Avenue pedestrian promenade and enjoy restaurants and shops filled with people, including many fans who will be out and about in costume. Comic-Con is also a chance to show off America's finest city worldwide, from the sci-fi images wrapped around the downtown buildings, which are transforming our skyline, to areas of the Gaslamp Corridor that serve as colorful gathering places for fans. This convention takes advantage of every available venue here in beautiful downtown San Diego. Comic-Con also brings together people of all ages. Young people who came to Comic-Con with their parents are now bringing their kids here to create similar memories, and on and on and on. Comic-Con is truly a treasured and much appreciated part of our city. As the chairman of MTS, I would be remiss if I didn't remind everybody to take public transportation to the convention. It is convenient, it is environmentally friendly, and it is especially fun during Comic-Con. You never know who you're going to be sitting next to or what you're going to be sitting next to on the trolley during Comic-Con. It'll drop you off right here in the heart of the action. And now I'd like to introduce the president and CEO of the San Diego Convention Center, Rip Ripito. He and his staff at the Convention Center have been working nonstop to get ready for our city's biggest event of the year. Rip?
Thank you. Hi, everybody. Thank you very much for being here. And I hope everyone can join us in saying thank you to Comic-Con International for not only trusting us, but being such a big part of the fabric that makes San Diego so amazing. And I want to say that we as a staff and a team look forward to this all year long. And as we begin to welcome back Comic-Con and all of your attendees for this 54th year in San Diego, It's just an amazing experience. And this show is so famous for so many reasons, and it's one of the most beloved events, not only here, but around the world. And that's because it's a tradition. It's an iconic brand. It's a museum. It's a nonprofit organization that serves local needs. It's an entity that helps fund core services for neighborhoods across the city by generating more than $3 million in taxes in just these 4 or 5 days that go to the city for much needed services. It's an economic engine, and it spans well beyond downtown. And that $160 million plus of economic impact that occurs goes out into our region and helps benefit everyone. And this community spans multiple generations, as you've heard before, and it has countless languages. And just as with last week's Pride festivities, this community is diverse, it's welcoming, and it's inclusive. Comic-Con, we are so glad you're here again, and we look forward to many more years together. Thank you for that. I want to thank the mayor. I want to thank Councilmember Whitburn, Assembly Person Berner, David Glanzer, all of our partners, but especially to our board of directors represented by our chair, Carlos Cota, and our immediate past chair, Carol Kim. We are so grateful for the leadership and the vision that helps us continue to be an economic engine for this community. And it couldn't be done without all of the talented workers. And I'd like to echo what others have said. It's for those inside the halls, the members of labor organizations who put this together, the people who work in retail, the people in restaurants, the hotels, the servers, everyone that touches a visitor. You are Team San Diego, and you are Comic-Con too. And so with that, it's now my pleasure to introduce someone who's become a dear friend, and it's the Chief Communications Officer and Strategist for Comic-Con International, Mr. David Glanzer.
Thank you. I'm going to try to read this without my glasses, so if I stumble, my apologies. It would help if we started with page 1 instead of page 2. Well, thank you, Rip, first of all, and thank you, Mayor Gloria, Assemblymember Berner, and Councilmember Whitburn, and all of our distinguished guests. Well, we're here on a spectacularly beautiful day, or as I like to say to my friends across the country, another typical day in San Diego. But on behalf of the entire Comic-Con team, I really do want to express my heartfelt gratitude for the distinguished guests present to help us kick off what is officially day 1 of Comic-Con 2023. This year, as in years past, we welcome attendees from all over the country, and as you've heard from some other speakers, from all over the world as well. And this year in particular, we will host over 2,000 members of the press and media from over 26 countries, including Australia, Brazil, France, Japan, Mexico, the Philippines, and Spain, to name just a few. They will cover all the fun and exciting things that Comic-Con has to offer, and of course, the wonderful backdrop that is San Diego. Comic-Con is a community, one of like-minded individuals who share a love of art in all its many forms, and we are grateful to the distinguished guests and of course the city itself who continue to embrace us with open arms. Thank you all very much for that, and let's have a great Comic-Con 2023. Thank you.
David, thank you so much. We're going to open up for some questions, but I just want to wrap up by also acknowledging a number of key partners. Julie Coker, President and CEO of the San Diego Tourism Authority. I saw, yes, hello. Not Julie, but I'm glad you're here. Gary Capich is here. Carol Kim, who's in addition to board member, the chair of our, the business manager for the San Diego County Building Trades Council. Chris McFadden and Christina Peralta, Casey Smith are some of our city's deputy chief operating officers. Not last, but certainly not least, Natasha Kalura, our incredible special events coordinator here at the City of San Diego. That's where I should say we've done a lot of special events the last week, this week, coming weeks. I mean, the summer is where we do a lot of stuff between Pride and ESRI and Over the Line and Comic-Con. The list goes on and on. This team of professionals, whether it's our hospitality folks, our public safety professionals, our city folks, our convention center folks. They've had their hands full, but time and again, they put forward a world-class event, and that's why people keep coming back again and again to the city to host events like Comic-Con. So I want to welcome every visitor from out of town to San Diego. Stay here as long as you like. We love having you here. And to every San Diegan who is proud to show off our city next couple of days, let's make sure we roll out the red carpet. Let's show some hospitality for those visitors. Remember, when they're here in town, they're helping us to fund the services that we all count on to keep your neighborhood vibrant and with a high quality of life. And with those comments, just conclude maybe with the comment again about workers. There are a lot of hardworking people who work at the convention center, a lot of hardworking folks who work in these hotels. There are the traffic folks on the streets directing folks around. There are a lot of people who are going to be working out in some high temperatures. I hope we take care of them as well, and appreciation in advance for all that they'll be doing over the next few days. With that, again, happy to answer any questions. We have our police chief, our assistant fire chiefs, our convention center staff, Comic-Con. Anyone has questions, we're happy to take them, or we can do them one-on-one. Okay. Great, excellent. We are adjourned. Go have some fun, everybody.